Have you ever thought about investing in Wall Street or getting into the European Stock Exchange? What about placing your money in international mutual funds and other global instruments? While regulations prevent local institutions from offering such services, some industry experts say the feat is not at all that impossible. The Global Investor Center, a pioneering education facility specializing in global portfolio management, says even if Filipinos cannot directly invest in the global market from here, there are already some avenues available to bring the Filipinos to those global markets. Now, joining us this morning to tell us more about investing in the global markets are Doby, Atilano, and Francisco Colayco, the founders of the Global Investor Center. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good mornings at ANC. Mr. Colayco, I'll direct the first question to you. Why invest outside of the Philippines?
Well, as I said, investing is not for everyone. But for those who have excess funds, those who have investing money, who are really for investing money long term, there are many options that are not available in the Philippines, but are available globally.
Like what, sir?
Oh, well, for example, our mutual funds are very limited. It's limited to our own capital market, which is very small. And in fact, for those who have global operations, they really want to also hedge their investments in hard currency. And that would be the excellent venue for them, would be global investment venues, which means global mutual funds, hedge funds. For those who know, though we can explain the more sophisticated investments available, like investing in global platforms, investment platforms, etc. But the point is, the key rule in investing is everything is risk-driven. So you need to be able to allocate funds. If you are a serious investor, you don't want to invest everything in the local market. You want to allocate your investments globally as well. That's just a sound principle in investing, allocation of funds. So while it is illegal to sell funds here, it's not illegal to invest abroad. All companies invest abroad, individuals invest abroad. There's nothing illegal. Unfortunately, the SEC says local investors have been victimized to the extent of 70 billion pesos in the last 5 years, investing in scams overseas, sold here locally by illegal operators. That is the logic why Doby and I founded the Global Investor Center, to really educate the investing public on what are the legitimate funds and who are the legitimate brokers and who are the legitimate distributors.
Okay, I'll ask you about the scams later, but Doby, Mr. Colayco did say that the market here in the Philippines, instruments being offered here in the Philippines are kind of limited. And when you go global, there are a number of instruments, but isn't that going to be more difficult since there are more things to study and learn and find out about?
That's exactly where the Global Investor Center comes in. It's basically pure educating. Because there's a lot of products abroad. Investment platforms that are used for pensions and savings, funds that we're not aware of, basically. And the Global Investor Center brings in the top managers of these huge companies, Fortune 500 companies, in the Philippines. But abroad, we take them in the Philippines, we take them, and to speak and educate the Filipinos on how to do it the right way.
Doby, tell me what are the basic things I should know before I invest abroad?
Basic things, usually you look at jurisdiction. Very important is jurisdiction.
Why is this important? Jurisdiction?
For example, for each country, there's different types of levels of protection. For example, in the Philippines, we've got our PDIC here. If the bank crashes, we've got 250,000 pesos guaranteed, regardless of how much we have in the bank. In other countries naman, like Guernsey, for example, before you incorporate there, you have to be a huge sound company. They check the managers if they've Harvard degrees or Princeton.
And you can't just invest as an individual, you have to be a company before you
Well, I'm talking about companies, basically, that I'm talking about the company to look for in terms of jurisdiction.
Okay,
the company
okay.
is sitting on a good jurisdiction, like for example, an Isle of Man jurisdiction, which guarantees 90% of the value of the money